Ah.
First question, number one.
What we got?
Right here, first question.
Hi, Giannis, Valeria Rubinovi, Sport BBC Corriere. How do you envision the impact of the in-season tournament inspired to the FA Cup and to many soccer cups on the global presence of the NBA?
It feels good. It feels good. I think it gives meaning to the game, makes the game more competitive. It's always good to play for another trophy during the season. Pretty much that's it. Obviously, now overseas they do it. I know the Greek league does it. It was kind of strange when I came around here 10 years ago that the NBA wasn't doing that. It was only the championship. But I think it just brings a lot of meaning, to the games. And you play a game like this at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. here, 4 p.m. in Milwaukee, so it's around 10 p.m. in Greece. Like if people stay up and watch the game, and it was fun. It was a fun experience. Happy that we were able to make Vegas in the first year it happened. Obviously, we didn't go to the final game, but at the end of the day, you live, you learn. Hopefully, we can learn from this game and be better in the future.
Eric?
This year, so often late in games, you've been really good in the clutch. Tonight, you have a couple turnovers. Just what do you see offensively?
I had a couple turnovers.
No, the team. Oh. Sorry, not you.
The team. We have to be more organized. We have to know what we are trying to get down the stretch. And at the end of the day, like down the stretch, it's about effort, man. It's about effort and attitude. Like you have to go out there and take it. I feel like the Indiana team, that's what they did. They crushed the board. They got offensive rebounds. They got to their spots. They played great defense. Got deflections. Like at the end of the day, like nothing's going to be given to you in life. Nothing's going to be given to you in an NBA game. And we cannot just expect that we run the play, and because we run the play, we're going to score a bucket. Like you have to execute. You got to cut hard, screen harder, get open, drive the ball, make something happen. And we've done that in the past. Today, I don't think we did it as well. But at the end of the day, like we have to be better down the stretch. Like we gotta know what we're trying to accomplish down the stretch. I feel like sometimes we wasn't on the same page, and it cost us. But yeah, we just gotta, go back, watch the film, and try to be better.
Jim?
Along those lines, Giannis, they were able to get offensive rebounds in the second half. I think 11 scored 15 second chance points. Was it a function of the zone and maybe losing sense of where they were, or how did you see them be able to kind of take advantage of that second half?
Play harder than us. Simple as that. Obviously, playing the zone, you're not guarding. You're just guarding like an area. Try to have a guy in front of you. And sometimes when the ball goes up, obviously, you try to find a body to get back, to kind of crack a body. But at the end of the day, I don't even think that was the case. I just think they played harder than us, and we just got to accept it. How many offensive rebounds had? 11?
In the second half.
In the second half. They had 23 points, whatever it's called, second chance point. Yeah, that's the game right there. That's the game right there, man. Played harder than us. They crashed the board, defend better. They were better.
Jerome?
When you talk about in-season tournament, Giannis, like the excitement for the fans' perspective was really seeing you guys in a different light. Take us inside the locker room. What was some of the talk in reference to from player to player and how you guys felt about this type of structure?
I don't really say much in the locker room. Just keep it to myself. Try to stay locked in, focus on my routine, take care of my body and prepare for the game. Obviously, this conversation going into the locker room, and a lot of people were talking about winning. Some people were talking about money. But for me, I just try to focus in the game, get in the right headspace to be able to go out there and help my team in the best way possible. And that's what I have done my whole career. That's what I continue to do. And yeah, so I don't pay attention so much in the conversation going on in the locker room.
Steve over here.
Giannis, hi. As well as Tyrese Halliburton played, what do you make of the fact that he can play a game like this and not turn the ball over at all?
He's amazing.
Is it hurt aggressiveness if you're worried about turnovers? It doesn't seem to bother him.
No, he's amazing. Like, he's playing very high level, and you just gotta tip your hat to him. Like, at the end of the day, he had like 15 assists, right? 15 assists. But not only that, like, I've believed my whole life that your point guard is your pace, you know, and with the pace that your point guard plays, that's the pace that the team plays, and he plays in an incredible pace. Like, he plays fast, quick when he needs to. When we went to zone, he kind of slowed down, and then all of his teammates slowed down and got to their spots. You know, whenever he rebounds the ball, he always looks for the outlets. You know, he gets his teammates involved early in the game or early in the offense. Now, obviously, he's a great shooter. A little bit unorthodox shot, but it goes in, and he's a threat. And down the stretch, he makes great plays. He doesn't turn the ball over. You know, you're going to get a good shot from him. His team going to get a good shot. So, as I said, you got to tip the hat. He's a great player. But being able to have 25 point plus, 15 assists, and not turn the ball over, which I had no idea about it, it speaks a lot. It speaks volume about, you know, the way he's playing this year.
Steven, back left.
Giannis, a quarter into the season, looking at this team now, compared to what you're accustomed to, based on what you've seen this season so far, could you highlight your biggest concerns about your team moving forward as this season progresses, again, compared to what you're accustomed to?
Yeah, I'll say, obviously, the talent level that we have is incredible, but we have to be more organized. We have to be more organized. I feel like sometimes we're not organized at all. We don't know what we're trying to get from our offense, or sometimes defensively we sprint it back and we just sprint it back. We create allow them to shoot a lot of early threes, sprint it back to our man. Like, at the end of the day, you got to protect the ball. Like, you have to know where the ball is. We have a lot of situations today that they got a lot of dunks, open threes, early threes. We have to be better. And the other thing is that obviously our chemistry, game by game, we're going to keep on getting closer together because we have new players on the team, Malik and Dame, which we've played a lot of years in the previous years with the same basically core. And now it's different. We have to know what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are, where they want the ball, what spots on the floor they want the ball. And the biggest thing I believe is that we gotta want it. You know, nobody's gonna give you nothing. Like, sometimes I feel like we expect, just because we have great players out there, that Tyrese Halliburton or Miles Turner or Naismith or Buddy Hill would just give us the game. Like, no, we have to be better. We have to go out there and take it. You know, at the end of the day, like, I think we are great players, but if we don't go out there and compete, they're not going to respect us. You know, they play their best against us.
You brought up chemistry. That definitely could be players. You go to the want it factor. They've got to want it. But when you bring up organization, who are you talking about? Are you talking about you guys not being organized enough? You know, sometimes you don't know. You said you guys don't know. You don't seem to be on the same page or whatever. Is that about you? Is that about the coaching? What is it about?
No. Even if it was about the organization or the coaches, I'll try to shoot straight. But at the end of the day, I don't, as much as I can, not throw anybody under the bus. At the end of the day, the players play the game. We play the game, you know. Coaches can say whatever they want to say and put us in the position to be successful, and you hope that they do that for you. But you got to make the plays. You know, like, if you don't sprint back on defense, it's not the coach's fault that you didn't sprint back. You know, like, if you're not able to execute down the stretch, you know, you turn the ball over and you throw it to your opponent's hands, it's not the coach's fault. You know, it's just gotta be man enough to take that. We have to, you know, come together as a team. This game 22, We have 60 more games. We got to keep on coming together as a team. We got to keep on spending time together. We got to keep on watching film together. We got to keep on getting on the court together. You know, we haven't had the time to practice. We play every other day. You know, it's hard. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to practice in this league. It's not like playing overseas. Overseas, like you play 1 game, 2 games a week. You have 4 days that you can practice and come together and work on your 5-0 or your game plan. You know what you're gonna do defensively, how you're gonna guard teams. But in the NBA, that's not the case. Like you practice while you're playing the game. You know, but at the end of the day, in order for us to expedite our chemistry, we have to keep on coming together. After this game, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to go to our rooms and just whine and cry about it? Or are we going to go to break bread and talk about the game? You know, watch this game, you know, comment on the game, what we thought. You know, me and Dave, me and Chris, me and Brooke, how can me and Brooke get the rebounds? How can our bench be better? You know, at the end of the day, I feel like their bench kicked our butts. It's simple. You know, I saw the stat sheet. I usually don't look at the stat sheet, but look at the stat sheet. They were way better than us. Everybody was 10 plus. You know, they came in, they changed the flow of the offense. They were aggressive. They were making plays. You know, our bench wasn't good tonight. You know, we have to talk about it. We have to address it. We have 3 days now until Monday that we play Chicago at home. We have to get on the court. We have to get in the film room. We have to talk as a team, and hopefully we can expedite our chemistry. It's not about the coach. It's like we have to get better. It's on us now. We have the talent. You know, we have the experience. It's on us. You know, it's on us.
Vinny, last question over here on the.
Hey, Giannis, you just mentioned how much energy Indiana played with tonight. You mentioned Halliburton. He did the Dame time celebration. Those guys were really excited to beat you guys. Do you sense that because you've been at the top of the East for so long, that a team like Indiana is using you guys as a measuring stick and is coming for you guys?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Not just Indiana. Everybody's coming for us. You know, like at the end of the day, if I saw Dame and Giannis and Brooke and Chris on the other team, I'm coming for them too. You know, like at the end of the day, you want to aim and, you know, kind of play your best against the best. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, they played really well. Played really, really well. You gotta respect that. They beat us twice this year. They beat Boston. They played incredible. They have an incredible coach that has a credible system. Play a lot of small ball, play fast. They're a very, very good team, and they have a very good player that he's like a machine that's turning the ball over and makes good plays.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.